Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today my tutorial is this card. Well, not this card, a version of this card. This is the prototype one I made. It's called a swing tent card, and you can see that it swings inside. You've got a wee stand so it'll stand up for you nicely, and you can decorate it any way you want. All you need is some nice rectangular dies, your piece of card, and whatever you're going to go with. These particular papers are one of the free ones during celebration, and they're called Day at the Farm, which would be great for making wee mini albums and for kids cards. I'm making this one. I've left space for an age. I'm going to put an age on whenever I decide who's going to get this one. And at the back I've left a space so that I can do a nice personalised verse and stick it on top. But these are the papers that I use, and they're just lovely. They're really, really cute, and as I say, they're free. So if you're shopping, make sure and grab them. The paper we're going for today is another freebie. I wasn't too sure about this one, as I said before, but I really love it now. It's called Favoured Flowers, and it's the most rich colours, perfect for, you can line it up with black, or you can match the colours in each of the shades of the flowers. So great for maybe sympathy cards and stuff too, you know. So today we're going with these particular colours here, and it's an easy enough card to make. You need to get yourself your A4 sheet of card to start. I have stuck this in place because when you run it through your machine, if it's not fully dried, you end up with an old glue mark. So I stuck this earlier, hoping that it would be nice and dry by the time I was doing the video. But I'll open it up and show you what you're doing. You cut your piece of A4 card in half, so you've 4¼ inches in the UK. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's 8½ in America. So just work that out accordingly. Just strip it in half and crease it so you've got your stand-up card. And then cut yourself your piece of paper excuse me, for the front. It is going to be 4 inches by 5 and 5/8 long, and just stick it in place and allow it to dry, and then go ahead and cut your other wee pieces, and that'll keep you busy. I've cut 2 of these because I want to put that on the back again the way I did with the other one, so it'll match back and front, but you don't have to. You can leave the back blank if you want. So we need 2 wee pieces. For the bottom piece you need a piece that measures 4¼ same width as your card, by 2 inches, and we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to score it every half an inch. So half, 1 and 1½, and that is that wee piece done. You also need a piece to attach your swing card to, and it needs to be 1 inch by 3 inches, and we're going to cut or score it down the centre. So excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat today. So fold these, the wee one, the 3-inch one, in half, and give it a good burnish. Just cut it in the matching base card. Whatever colour you go for, you can go for like really good colours that match your papers, but make sure you just cut these the same so that it all coordinates in and doesn't stand out, you know. So in this one you want to fold it in half this way. Again, give it a good burnish, and then fold one of those 1/2 inch up. Again, give it a good burnish, and flip it over and do the same, fold it all up. So you're left with that sort of shape to give you that nice central hold. So now we need to choose our large die. It can be any shape you want, it doesn't necessarily have to be a rectangle, but well, it does actually, it really does, so that you can swing it. If you're not going to do a swing one, if you're just doing the basic with the bottom and leave this one out, then yes, you can do any shape you want. But because you're doing a swing card, you want it to open this out, so you don't want to cut right through. So position your chosen rectangle size, leave yourself nice areas, you know. For this particular one here, I might go with sympathy verse in the centre and flowers along the bottom of these particular flowers cut out and raised up. You've plenty of sheets of paper there to do it, so why not? So sort of make it central and use a bit of washi tape to, oops, I'll go and get nowhere to hold it in place. Make sure your washi tape is not too sticky. You don't want to pull your nice paper off when it goes through, because when it goes through the machine it gets a right rough pressing down and makes it pretty sticky if it's not. And you're using both pieces, so don't throw away your center piece. I'm hoping that holds it all right. I hate sticking too much of this stuff on in case. So I'm going to go off and run that through my cutter. So you can see how flat that has been squashed down. So just be really, really careful. Get one end of it up and keep it close. Keep your finger close to the paper and roll it back. Don't pull it up the ways, just roll it back. And that gives you less damage because you're not yanking it off. Do the same for the rest of them, just nice and gently. It really does take a good squishing with the machines, doesn't it? Your last one. There we go. No damage done. Whoops. They stuck all around the screen. So pop that out. Nice and gently. You don't want to lose the shape, the nice shape of your card. And you can see your nice swing card is starting to come together. So take this bit out. This is the part you're going to be using as well. And make sure and keep it facing the same way that you had it when you were cutting it, like, you know, so it goes straight back in there. So flip that over and get your wee bit that you have here, and we're going to put glue on this part here. So use either tape or glue, whichever is nice and strong and won't come apart on you. And a wee tip when you're putting this on, put your card up whatever side you can butt it up nicely to, and then put this in as well, and you'll know that it's all fitting exactly where you want it. Just make sure you're really happy and then press it down. Dirty fingers and we'll glue. So you now have your wee flap on your card, and you want to stick this inside here. So again, put your glue back on it on this side. And this time you want to set your card down nice and flat. Give that top part a nice crease so it's sitting nice and flat for you, and you're going to set this in exactly where it came out of. We start at the bottom. It'll fit in like a piece of jigsaw, you know. It really does go in nicely. Just make sure your top is going in, and then you can pull that through. Just give it a good press. And that is your inner swing done. You can see it swinging about. So now you want to attach the bottom parts. And this is where this comes in. So you want to put it so that your edges are going up here, and your V, or your, what is that? W. We want it this way. We want it to look like a W, yeah. So put glue on this. We'll do one side at a time. And you can use this again just to keep you right. So we're going to butt it up there. We want the W, isn't that right? Ah, wait, don't be getting them mixed up. So we want to push this down into this corner. actually cut that a wee bit short. I told you 4 inches, it should have been 4 1/4. Can't read my own writing, but it doesn't matter because it's not in any way hindering the card. So you want to go now and stick the other side to this side. So you can see this is where you've joined it at the bottom, and it'll help it to stand up then like so. So you know, put your glue on now and then press your card down, and you can go back in and use that wee trick to keep you straight so you don't overextend the front. Flip it over. And that is more or less your card done. If you decide, like myself, you want to put a frame around this part here, like I did the green frame around it, you just need to go the same size and one up and cut it out of the matching white paper. I'll just do it now while I'm shooting, you'll know then. So you keep the other strip and it does all the jobs that you need it to do. So you want one on there. I'll put the other one on first. So I've used this, the third size down. So I'm going to go just with this one. You can't go too big because you don't want it overtaking the outer layer of your card. This one will just show me enough white to keep it still showing the nice flowers off. So we'll put this one down first. And again, get your washi tape and tape it in place. Keep writing across the screen there, sorry. So if you're happy with that, get your next one and set it inside. And just make sure you're happy with where it ends up. Takes a wee bit of patience. Or you could cut one and then come back and do the other one. I'm just a bit lazy. I want to get it all done at once. So again, more washi tape. And then I'm going to run that through the cutting machine, going straight back. So that's those cut, so I'm just going to remove them carefully. So you've used the same size as your original cut and then one size up. Excuse me, I'll just take these apart. You can save this piece for your back for your sentiment, so there's no waste. Get that bit of washi tape off there. So you're just left with this nice wee narrow frame with a double stitch all the way around. If your cutters or your dies have stitching, if not, it doesn't matter. But it is just a nice wee effect. So you want to straighten that out as best you can. You could nearly run it through the machine again to stretch it out if you want to make sure it's going to fit nice. Otherwise, just run along with your... And then we're going to put some glue right around the edge on the back. Just a wee line, not too much. It's good when you're nearly finished, you just get the right amount of it out without it splurting all over the place. And you can see this would work equally well with black, I think, if you're going to go for a sympathy card. But I don't know if I'd use tent cards for a sympathy card. But we'll see what this one turns out like. So carefully start to fit this on. It's hard to see with the colours. Just hold it up in your hand and manipulate it round before you press anything down. It does give it a lovely wee frame, doesn't it? So there we have it. That is our swing card. You can see it from the side. It'll swing nicely for you. The back decoration then you can stick on your piece of matching paper that you cut before. You could flip it over and use the back side of it, and then just stamp a nice verse or print it off and stick it on, whichever you like to do. It's gorgeous paper, isn't it? And it's nice in all the colours. And again, it's one of the freebies. So if you're going to be shopping at all the next couple of months, you're thinking of things, do it now and get extras free. Just if you're not bothered, then don't. Now that will go there, and this bit that you cut out is not wasted because I say it's going to go in there. Get my washi tape of it. And that will just sit there, just nice and fresh against it. The white's lovely. I'm glad I didn't go with the black. So I will just decorate that up. I'll cut some flowers out of the matching paper and decorate it up. I will put another smaller central piece with a bit of stamping. I'll maybe go with Happiness Abounds or something like that, and turn it into a card, and you will see the finished one on my blog this week. So that is the tent fold card. I hope you have a wee go. It's a really cute wee card. Tent fold swing card, sorry, because it isn't just a tent, it has a swing. So happy crafting, and I'll catch us all again soon. Bye.